After a tough night at WrestlePalooza, where the Usos faced a hard-fought loss, Jacob Fatu, the Samoan werewolf, finally broke his silence. His heartfelt words bring a fresh perspective on what really happened, showing that this defeat isn't the end, but rather a new beginning for the Bloodline family. And if that wasn't enough, Roman Reigns delivered an emotional message that struck a chord with fans everywhere. It's a powerful reminder that behind all the action and drama, this story is about family, resilience, and loyalty. The Bloodline's journey is far from over, and these moments of vulnerability and strength are what make their legacy so unforgettable. Stay tuned, because this is just the start of something big. The impact of WrestlePalooza and what it means for the Bloodline. WrestlePalooza 2025 has quickly become a defining moment in recent WWE history, not only because of the thrilling matches but because it challenged the perception of invincibility that surrounded the Bloodline. For years, Roman Reigns and his family have been viewed as almost unstoppable, their legacy built on strength, strategy, and unbreakable unity. But the defeat of the Uso brothers by Reed and Breakker created an undeniable ripple effect in the WWE Universe. It invited fans and critics alike to question whether the Bloodline's dominance might be waning, and opened the door for new factions, like Paul Heyman's emerging supergroup, to step in and fill that gap. Yet beyond the surface-level excitement, this moment was a test of character for the Bloodline. Could they face this adversity head-on, accept the loss with grace, and come back stronger? The emotional weight of this loss wasn't just about one match. It was about a family confronting its vulnerabilities in a world that demands perfection and resilience from its heroes. Fans witnessed a rare and raw glimpse of the Bloodline's human side, and the way they handled this challenge would define them moving forward. Navigating the balance, accountability, and unity in the Bloodline. One of the most compelling parts of this story is how the Bloodline has to carefully balance acknowledging their mistakes while preserving their legendary image. In professional wrestling, perception is everything. It's not just about winning, but about maintaining the aura of strength that keeps opponents and fans alike on edge. After the loss at WrestlePalooza, the Bloodline faced a delicate situation. They needed to be accountable for the outcome without fracturing the unity that makes them so formidable. This required maturity and emotional intelligence, especially from leaders like Roman Reigns and trusted warriors like Jacob Fatu. They had to communicate that while losses happen, they don't define who they are. The family's bond remains unbroken, and their drive to succeed burns brighter than ever. This narrative of accountability, coupled with unwavering unity, added layers of depth to the Bloodline story, showing that true strength comes not from perfection, but from the ability to grow and evolve together through adversity. Jacob Fatu's powerful message: loyalty and brotherhood. Above all, Jacob Fatu's interview was a standout moment because it brought a refreshing honesty to the conversation. Instead of focusing solely on the loss or blaming others, Fatu highlighted the heart and sacrifice behind the scenes. He spoke about loyalty, not just as a buzzword, but as a lived experience within the Bloodline. To him, Jimmy and Jay were warriors who gave everything for their family, and their effort deserved respect regardless of the scoreboard. Fatu's calm but firm tone carried a message that resonated deeply with fans. Family is about sticking together through thick and thin. His promise to always have his brothers' backs wasn't just a slogan, but a genuine vow. When he lowered his voice and said, "The Samoan werewolf hasn't even begun to hunt," it was more than a catchphrase. It was a pledge that this family's fight isn't over, and that there's a powerful resurgence coming. His words encapsulated hope, determination, and an unshakable belief in the strength of family bonds, reminding everyone that the Bloodline is not just a wrestling faction, it's a brotherhood that stands tall no matter the challenges. Roman Reigns' emotional response: strength wrapped in vulnerability. In a rare and intimate moment, Roman Reigns addressed the WWE Universe not from the ring, but from a quiet, dimly lit room where his guard seemed to soften. This shift allowed fans to see a more vulnerable side of the tribal chief, one that is often hidden behind his confident, commanding persona. Roman's message was filled with pride and love for his brothers Jay and Jimmy, acknowledging the tremendous heart they showed in facing giants inside the ring. His words weren't just about encouragement, They carried an emotional weight that touched many who understand the personal sacrifices behind the spectacle of wrestling. Roman also delivered a subtle warning to the wider WWE world. Those who celebrate the Bloodline's momentary setback should prepare for the family's powerful comeback, slated for Survivor Series. This statement was a promise that the story is far from over, and that the Bloodline's greatest strength lies in its resilience and unity. Roman's openness added a layer of authenticity and humanity to the Bloodline's image, making the faction feel more relatable and even more inspiring. Turning challenges into opportunities. The Bloodline's resilience. What makes the Bloodline's story so compelling isn't just their dominance or charisma, but their ability to transform setbacks into opportunities for growth. Losing at WrestlePalooza could have been a crippling blow, but instead it has become a catalyst for a deeper, richer narrative. The Bloodline's response demonstrates that true champions aren't those who never fail, but those who face failure head-on and use it as fuel to rise even higher. Their journey is a reminder that adversity is a universal experience, even for those who seem larger than life. This message of resilience resonates beyond wrestling, inspiring fans to face their own challenges with courage and unity. The Bloodline shows that strength is not just physical power, but the ability to stay connected, to learn from mistakes, and to keep moving forward as a family. What's next for Jacob Fatu and the Bloodline? With this emotional and powerful foundation laid, the wrestling world eagerly awaits what comes next for the Bloodline and Jacob Fatu. Fans are curious about how the family will rebuild and respond to the challenges posed by new rival factions. Jacob Fatu's role is especially intriguing. His identity as the Samoan werewolf positions him as both protector and hunter, someone who will fight fiercely to uphold his family's honor. Will we see him take a more prominent leadership role? What new storylines and rivalries will emerge as the Bloodline adapts to the evolving WWE landscape? These questions fuel excitement and anticipation, promising that the coming months will be packed with thrilling developments and emotional moments. The story of the Bloodline continues to unfold, inviting fans to remain engaged, cheer them on, and witness how this iconic family writes the next chapter of their legacy. Join the journey, supporting the Bloodline legacy. For fans who feel connected to this story, there's no better time to show support for the Bloodline. Whether it's by grabbing the latest merchandise like the Roman Reigns OTC1 collectible figures, limited edition sneakers, or iconic Bloodline apparel including the JYUSO shirts and Jacob Fatu's All Gas No Brains tee, or by sharing your thoughts and passion with the community, your involvement helps keep the story vibrant and alive. This isn't just about fandom. It's about being part of a larger family that values loyalty, perseverance, and heart. The Bloodline's journey is far from over, and every moment of support adds to the momentum of their comeback. As the saga continues to captivate and inspire, staying connected means you won't miss a single beat of what promises to be one of the most emotional and compelling stories in sports entertainment history. This is more than wrestling. It's a celebration of family, legacy, and the power to overcome.